Warning, alert. The Hallmark movie of the week has escaped and has gone into the theater cinemaplexes as a universal picture. Does Scream Queen Micah Monroe deliver in a different genre for her? I'll let you know my thoughts up next at Mark at the Movies. Well, friends, yesterday I got to see Reminders of Him, a Universal Pictures release. And boy, this really is just a Hallmark movie of the week. It has all the same points as a Hallmark Pictures movie. I know when I was in a different living situation a couple years ago, I had to watch a lot of Hallmark movies, and they're all the same. So buckle up. If you love romance, if you love how kind of the Hallmark movies are crafted with a little bit of more strength to it, I guess, then this is the movie for you. So, Reminders of Him. What is this movie about? It's a film adaptation from novelist Colleen Hoover, who also wrote the film script for this, starring Scream Queen Micah Monroe and Tyreek Evans. Micah plays Kenna Rowan, a woman released from prison who tries to reconnect with her daughter, facing resistance from the child's grandparents, while developing a secret romance with a local bar owner who is Tyreek Withers. Well, I didn't have a lot of expectations going into this movie, and honestly, it is exactly what you think it would be. From the opening 10 to 15 minutes of the film, you know literally exactly where this film is headed. And it does. This is not a spoiler. Everybody knows where this is going to go. Is this well crafted? Is it a good movie? I'll tell you what. 75% in, I was like, oh gosh, is this going to be a walkout? It's just getting kind of like as boring as a romance picture can be. But then something interesting happens, and the third act kind of delivers. There is a sweet and emotional resonance for about 10 minutes in this picture that may just redeem it for romance goers who like this stuff, who go to see the film. That's what I'm going to say about it. So, Micah Monroe, she is trying really, really, really hard to be the it girl with this film. You'll know her from, the movie that she's probably well known for is Longlegs, which I loved in 2023. It's one of my favorite films. She has gotten into the habit of being in horror films and becoming a scream queen. And I can tell you right now, she should stick in that lane. She is so good at being fierce and being scared and being on the run and having this tense, emotional face. Man, those parts of her acting are phenomenal. And I mean this in the nicest way, but because of those things, gentleness and softness and the romance piece of this film doesn't work. She doesn't deliver with what should make this movie special, and that's just kind of the way it is. She's never gonna be Sydney Sweeney or Ana de Armas. She should stick in her lane and be the Scream Queen. She does have an excellent part of the film towards the end. There's this reunion that happens that's more special than I was expecting. Tyreek Withers is in this. You might remember him from Him, the horror football movie. That was one of the worst films of all of last year. He's fine in this. I don't expect him to be anything great moving forward. He doesn't have a ton of range, but he is really nice to look at for the ladies, I suppose. Here's a little funny thing. This is actually that this might get you if you understand what I'm talking about. Bradley Whitford is in this, who plays the doctor dad from Get Out, and he plays a grandparents piece of it, but a very kind of similar role. So he's married to Lauren Graham, and I kept expecting him to turn to Tyreek and say, "Hey, why don't you try one of my wife's teas?" Clink, clink, clink. I mean, I'm sorry. It's one of the most iconic roles ever. And man, just freaked me out, man. So I was expecting him to, kill Tyreek's character, but like, whatever, that's my issue. This movie doesn't have a lot of high stakes to it. There is a car crash that is mentioned in this, the first 75% of the film. And I kept saying to myself, Self, why aren't they showing the car crash? Show, don't tell. Show, don't tell. Well, they do show it, but it's too late. Last 15, 20 minutes of the film. There were some script writing challenges with this. There was some acting challenges with this. The two leads had good enough chemistry, I suppose. But this is not going to be Blake Lively's It Ends With Us, which was a runaway hit last February, March. I know it had some controversy in the news about it. Blake Lively's a much bigger star. I don't know anything about this book, reminders of him. So I cannot underestimate the female romance novel crowd going out to see this movie. And honestly, I didn't see It Ends With Us. Sorry. So I don't know, but I can't imagine that this film is any better than that one. This is paint by numbers, not high stakes, with a lead that probably should have stayed in her lane. She's not a bad actress at all. Don't hear me saying that. She is a fine actress in the wrong genre. And then you have a male lead, Tyreek Withers, who is fine in it as well. The production value, the cinematography is high end, really well done as that goes. But otherwise, this is a forgettable movie that has spectacularly boring and predictable sections of the film throughout. I'm going to give this 2.5 stars. This is a movie that sadly I don't think you need to go to the movies to see. This is a Friday night or a Sunday afternoon on streaming where you could see it and clean the kitchen and barely watch it and still get the entire premise of the film, and it's enjoyable enough. Well, how about you? Do you like romance films? Are you going to go see Reminders of Him? What do you think? Am I too harsh on Micah Monroe? Did you like Longlegs? Let's talk about movies. I answer every single comment that comes through on my channel. Will you give me a like and subscribe? Will you help me grow my channel? Let's continue to talk about movies. Let's go to the movies at Mark at the Movies.